What's up, YouTube? It's 40 from 40 TV. Today I'm going to talk about how to pull focus on yourself when you're interviewing yourself for YouTube videos or anything where you're the one-man band, you're the guy in front of the camera and technically the guy behind the camera, or girl. So in this situation, right now I'm filming on a Pentax WG2. It's all autofocus, etc. because my Canon 7D is here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what you need to do to set this up and how to get this to work. So first thing you're going to need, if you're using a Canon DSLR, is the Canon RC-1. It's this little doohickey right here. There's a button to detach it from the cradle, which I have it attached to my strap. Obviously you don't need to do this. You can have it in your pocket, in your camera bag, whatever the case is. The device is pretty simple. The device has a button and it has a switch. This switch differentiates between stills and video, right? So if you have it in the middle, which it's currently on, there's a little circle or a dot, that is still mode. And basically what that's going to do when I press this button, it's going to trigger my shutter, and if I have this set to autofocus, it's going to focus on my focus point that I have my camera set. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in a second on the camera, right? You also have to make sure that you're in remote control mode. And in order to do that, you have to set it to a 2-second timer or 10-second timer. That's the mode that's going to allow you to go ahead and use a remote control. So let me show you what I'm talking about on the camera. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So let's talk about camera setup. So here I have my Canon 7D. The first thing we're going to want to make sure is that our lens is set to autofocus. Once your lens is set to autofocus, go ahead and turn your camera on. After turning your camera on, you're going to want to make sure you press AF and drive. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but when I press that, it gives me my shooting modes as well as my autofocus modes in live mode. I'm going to make sure, that I'm in one of the 2 timer modes. The 2 timer modes allow for remote control. If you're in any of the other timer modes, let me see if you can see, for example, single shooting, high speed continuous, and low speed continuous, all 3 of those modes do not offer remote control. So make sure you're in the 2-second timer mode. I'll go ahead and press that. Next, in order for this to work, obviously, typically we'd be the people in front of the camera, but I'm going to use my Zoom H4n. I'll go ahead and place it in front of the camera. I'll turn the focus ring so it's for sure out of focus. And then I'm going to take my remote, the Canon RC-1. I'm going to change the button or the switch to the center position, which is still mode. I'll make sure I'm in front of the camera and I'll press the shutter button. When I do that, you'll notice that it focused on the Zoom H4n. Next thing I can do with this remote is switch the position of the switch to the upward position, or the 2 button. It has a number 2 up here. I'm sure you can't see it on the remote itself, but when it's in that mode, that's video mode, I can then go ahead and press the shutter release, and you'll notice that it started my video, right? So this is how I pull focus on myself, guys, in my videos, by using the Canon RC-1 remote. And yeah, it's that simple. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And if you like this content, go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm out.